Hey, everybody, welcome to episode 56 of The Geek Perspective. I am your host, Roy, and along with my co host, Tom, and hopefully Derek a little later, we're going to be discussing some Hollywood news, and Tom has an unboxing for us. So stay tuned for some COVID fun. Hey, Tom, how's it going, my friend?
Hey, Roy, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. Living the COVID dream.
Oh, yeah.
Going crazy.
Every day is the same as the last.
Yep. Going nuts.
Yeah, it's
So sick of TV.
mhm. Honestly, work is what's keeping me sane. It really is. At first, I was so nervous when it first started happening. I was like, "Oh man, I got to work. I don't feel like they're, you know, worried enough about this, blah blah blah." And then that now it's like I look forward to going to work.
Right.
Just to get out of the house.
Man, I'm hearing that we might be opening up. I'm in Massachusetts, so I'm hearing we might be opening up some stuff this coming week.
Yeah, I'm
like
hearing they're going to
huge.
make an announcement on Monday. That's what I'm hearing.
You think the governor would have at least made an announcement before this, so the towns and cities and the places that are going to be opening could get prepared. He's going to announce openings and.
I think some of the people in charge of the towns know what's gonna go on because I know like certain businesses have been meeting with like for example I know the legal cannabis industry has been meeting people from the industry have been meeting with them this past week to unveil their ideas.
Okay, because 2 weeks ago they were saying they had no idea what was going on. They were like, we need to find out. So that's good news. Because I'm like, if he announces things should open up, but if no one knows about it, how are they going to open up?
Yep.
So that's good. At least there's communication.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, I don't know because I'm hearing here because I work in Mass, but I live in Rhode Island. I heard, I haven't read it myself, that our governor Gina Raimondo shut us down for another 4 weeks.
Really?
Yes. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't checked it myself. I've been out all day before this, so I haven't really checked any news or anything like that. But that's what somebody told me while I was out today.
Well, your governor's so popular, so I think people will be okay with it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I have never. She's been. This is what her second term, I think, and it's like I have never, even in her first term, I've never met somebody that's liked her. I don't know anything about her. I'm not into local politics too much, but I've never met a person that likes her. So I don't know.
A revolt.
Yeah, I don't know how she's in office. I just don't.
That's awesome. So I hear you have an unboxing going on today.
Yeah. I figured, I picked something up again. I got it. I said I wanted to support local businesses when I could, or small businesses when I could, and local businesses, obviously, but small businesses. And I just ordered something, and I was like, you know what? It'd be fun to open in front of everybody on camera. Give people something to look at. So I picked this up from Fugitive Toys. They're out of Burlingame, California. I've gotten other stuff from them in the past, here and there, and they got some cool stuff. So let's see what I got. They're usually very good about packaging. Anytime I've gotten a Funko from them, it's packed very well, and they always put it in a protector as well. So it's it's got that double, triple penetration. Or protection, not penetration, protection. Sorry, I got COVID brain. It's just can't even think. So again, see, the packing's really good, right there. Yeah, I can feel it. There's definitely a pop protector on it. I can definitely feel that. So, and I know a lot of people won't even be familiar with this, but again, I'm collecting horror and pop rocks, the music stuff. This is part of a set that I want to get for the pop rocks, and it is Sue Metal from Baby Metal.
Oh no, that's awesome.
Yes. So it's a Japanese metal band where I'm not even too familiar. I'm gonna have to look it up. I had looked it up once before. I believe they're
It's something you have to see.
yeah, that's what because they're animated, right? Is that how it is?
No, they're actually real girls. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, the girls started in the band when they were like 10 or something.
Oh, okay.
And like it's you have to see it.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube, everybody, and just type in Baby Metal. You have to see it. It's like what?
Yeah, I had read about it, and it was a while ago, and then it was funny. It's like you don't see them often out there on sites and everything. And I happen to be, I don't know why. You know why I was on Fugitive? Because I happened to be on it because Derek had said, he was looking for the Hormone Monster Funko. And for some reason, I knew they had it. And so I scrolled through some of their other stuff. And I saw it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab that. It's Pop Rocks. I wanted the set. There's two others in the set that I want to grab. But it's actually a really cool pop. She's doing the whole rock thing with her finger.
If we wouldn't get a black mark, I would actually pull up a video, but we can't pull it up because we'll get slapped in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
but yeah. Every time I watch one of their videos, I have to just stare because it's like I can't believe this is happening. It's nothing grotesque or anything, but it's just like you have to just see it.
Yeah, I can definitely check it out. But yeah, it's a cool pop. I like it. It's yeah. Baby Metal. Awesome. Sue Metal. The other one is it's Moa Metal and Yui Metal.
Yui.
So I got to get the other two at some point, but I got that one. I like it. I like it a lot. It's in really good shape too. Looking at it is, and the box is in exceptional shape. Jeez. Nice. Very nice.
Very cool. All right, so before we get into our topics, did you know they're making a new Scooby-Doo movie?
Scoob, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know how, but they're gonna let people watch it, get like a pre-release and watch it early, I guess, somehow. I don't know how this is supposed to happen, but I'm kind of intrigued. I love Scooby-Doo, so I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, I like Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I heard about. I don't know too much about it, but I did hear that I think they made some Funkos for it with let's say Scoob.
Yes.
So.
And I was like, I should buy those because I don't have any Scooby-Doo Funkos, and I was like, come on, Scooby-Doo.
I had some. I sold mine. I lucked out actually. I was at a local comic shop, and he had two or three. I know he had Velma. He had Fred. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was only those two. And it was around the holidays. And I knew that the Velma was going up. It was worth like $60, $65. And he had no idea at the comic shop. And then it was around the holidays. They were having a deal. I think it was like 2 pops for $5. So I was able to pick, both Fred was worth like 20 or 25 at the time or something, but 2 of those and then I mean, a couple of days later was able to sell them basically for, their value. It was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Yeah. They're so expensive.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into some news. And this news today is going to be just my opinions or just stuff that's been going on, nothing crazy. And if you guys in the chat have anything to say, let us know. Tom, if you have comments about it, feel free to chime in. So the first news that I found interesting, I never saw the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern.
I did.
And was that?
I have.
All right. What did you think of it? Yeah, I heard it was horrible, which is a lot of reason why I still haven't watched it yet. Someone posed a question in an article I read asking that should they remake it with Ryan Reynolds, just scrap it and do it over again. I say, why not?
Yeah, why not? I'd be down for it.
They screwed it up the first time. Just do it right this time. I mean, I don't know what made it wrong or how why it was bad. I don't know if it was the story or what.
The story was great. I
Yeah.
don't even really remember. That's how good it was. I don't even remember it, but I remember it not being great. So, yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. I mean, why not scrap it and just redo it? You know, will the studio put up the money for that though? That's the big question.
Yeah. See, I have no problem with it. Ryan Reynolds being two big superheroes, right? Is there any other actors that do that? I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't
legit.
think
I don't
so.
know. You know, because Deadpool and Green Lantern.
I can't think of anyone. I think there've been actors who played in the universe as somebody else, but I don't think they played two superheroes. So that's a good question.
Huh.
But if they, I mean, you don't have to use Ryan Reynolds. You know,
no.
You could use somebody else.
I'd be fine with it. I just didn't know. You know what I mean? I don't.
Because Green Lantern, it has such potential.
Oh yeah, I love Green Lantern.
Me too.
I'm looking at a Green Lantern picture on my right now, right above my computer. Green Lantern and Green Arrow crossover. Yeah, a lot of it could be really cool.
Yeah, I think it's something that could be done, and hopefully they'll do it. Whether he's in it or not, I don't even care. I'm not a huge Ryan Reynolds guy, but I'd love to see a Green Lantern movie done the right way.
Yeah, I think Ryan Reynolds is good, but yeah, I'm not a big he's not like, oh, I need him in movies type of actor. You know what I mean? He's good, but yeah.
All right, Linda's not home, but she wanted to say hi.
Oh, hey Linda, how's it going?
I don't know where she is. Why is she not home watching our show? That's what I want to know.
I don't blame anybody. It is a beautiful day today.
It really is.
It is a beautiful day today.
So yeah. So I'd say make the movie.
Yeah, I'm down.
Just make the movie.
I am down for it.
And I know it's a WB show, so, and I'm a Marvel guy, but just do it. We have spoken. Geek Perspective has spoken. Make the damn movie.
Yes.
See how much clout we have. All right. So now, the movie Mulan. I think they had a preview when we went and saw Star Wars, didn't they? Did they have a preview?
I don't even remember, honestly.
Oh, Linda's outside social distancing.
Nice.
Good girl, Linda. I'm not a Disney person per se, but when I saw this preview in the theater, it made me want to see this movie. I'm not a Mulan fan, but the special effects, the acting, it looks really good. I just wish Disney Plus would actually release it on Disney Plus rather than release it into the theaters.
Yeah, I know. What theater? Well,
supposedly it's coming out in July.
Oh, okay.
So, if that holds true, even,
Mm-hmm.
A lot can happen between now and then. But they're determined to release it in July, so we'll see how that works out. Because a lot could change. Speaking of what's going on, changing the subject a little bit, Donald Trump made a comment saying that, I'm paraphrasing this part, but he said, you don't need to be tested. And then he said that even if we didn't have tests in this country, it would be okay. I'm like, well, yeah, it would be okay, but how many more people would be dead or would be dying? You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, does he really believe that?
Who knows what he believes? It's a verbal diarrhea. with that guy. He opens his mouth and hopes for the best. It seems like. I mean, nothing he says makes sense. I mean, this is the guy called it a democratic hoax. This is the guy that said we're just gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be gone. Mm-hmm. This is the guy that said inject yourself with disinfectant. This is the guy that said maybe we can figure out how to shine UV lights up somebody's asshole and we can kill it that way. This is the guy that didn't want to test people because he didn't want his numbers to go up. This guy is a piece of human dog shit.
And he's still not wearing a mask. Why is he not getting infected?
He's who knows? I mean, he's
probably immune.
He's probably so ridden with so many different freaking illnesses and viruses and bacterias that he's immune, like you said. I mean, this guy is a joke. He is just a joke at this point, and it's this whole Obamagate is a joke. It's like, dude, it's been 3 years. Just stop now.
Right.
I mean, maybe if you some of your base believes that this is important. It's clearly a ploy because it's an election year, and I know you're already even your stupid son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who's another fucking imbecile. Was talking about how you're going to push back the election because of it, because other countries have done it. They've pushed back their elections due to it. And then Russia essentially just fucking made Putin their a king. Because I mean, they're just as much of a mess as we are. But no, I mean, you can't believe anything this guy says. He's a megalomaniac. He's an egomaniac, but he is one of the stupidest motherfuckers that has fucking walked this planet. He really is. I mean, the rest of the world's laughing at us, and rightfully so.
Yep.
And rightfully so. I mean, he has taken all class and all decorum out of the White House now. I mean, a president tweeting like he does. I mean, I'm ready for it. I don't think Biden's great, but I think a stump could do better than this guy. I just think I don't know.
Young people have to get out and vote. That's good.
Yes.
If the young people vote, he's done. No question in my mind. If the young people get off their asses and actually vote, he gets applauded.
And hopefully they allow these mail-in votes. I know the Republicans are fighting it because they know with mail-in votes, they're going out because all that gerrymandering they've done for the last 100 years to make sure that blacks in the South can't get to polls would be moot because now they can mail it in. I mean, call me crazy. I just want a president that's smarter than I am and smarter than the average. I'm not saying I'm smart. I just want somebody smarter than me. You know what I mean? Smarter than the average human. A guy that doesn't think out loud and think that it might be all right to fucking inject disinfectant. I don't know. Just call me crazy. I mean, maybe I'm old-fashioned.
Did you watch that press conference when he was saying that? And then seeing the doctor's face when she's I'm like, I felt bad for her. So I'm like, what do you say?
Yeah, and
you're a fucking idiot? No, you can't say that, you know.
And the thing is, you know, then he comes out and he's saying he's sarcastic, and of course, I'm not saying his whole base is, you know, everybody is crazy, but I mean, they just, he was being sarcastic. He was not. If you watch it, you can clearly see he is thinking out loud. I will give him that. He's thinking out loud. You can see it. The fucking wheel, the hamster is moving inside of that fucking empty dome of his, and you know, and he's thinking out loud. It still doesn't, even though he's thinking out loud, it doesn't change the fact that it's one of the stupidest fucking things ever said out loud in the history.
One credit I'll give him is like he was trying to come up with a solution.
Yes. Okay.
It was a stupid solution.
Yeah.
You know, but at least for once, it felt like he was trying to solve a problem for the first time in his whole presidency.
Yeah, it's true.
So like you said, he's thinking out loud. He's like, well, maybe we try this. No, that'll gonna kill more people, but you know, At least, to me anyway, it felt like he was trying to come up with an idea. Made no sense to the rational person in the world, but I give him
No, that's
deep credit.
you know that is fair. That is fair. You know, it is true. At least he was brainstorming. I mean, it just, but like you said, it doesn't change the fact that is stupid.
Yep.
He is stupid. I mean, and I guess for once he wasn't trying to shift the blame to Obama. It's just that's another thing that just got to stop. Okay, Obama hasn't been president for almost 4 years now, and so you know he claims that when the economy was good and that it was all him, had nothing to do with anything before him. But everything that bad happened is Obama's fault.
Yep.
You know, this day. You know, I was talking, for example, him. Recently, he just started blaming Obama. He's saying the cupboards were bare because of Obama. Obama used all of our PPE during SARS, and he never replenished it. And okay, so Obama hasn't been in office for 4 years. What did you do during that time? Oh, we were able to replenish it, and it's great. So then what are you complaining about?
Right.
You were saying we didn't have the store, but now you're saying we do, and it's great. It's just
he's famous for that.
It's just misinformation.
He plays tennis with himself. He goes back and forth. He changes his mind every 5 seconds. Yeah, it's something different.
It's just misinformation, and some people, unfortunately, will buy whatever he says, and then there's other people that they're just right wing and will always be right. See, I come from the school of thought where it's you vote for the best person.
Same here.
You know, there's been Republican presidents that I like, and I would have voted for, and there's been Democratic presidents that I hate. And there's been Democratic candidates that I wouldn't vote for, you know. I did not like John Kerry. I mean, granted, I didn't like George Bush either. I mean, but I didn't like John Kerry, and I'll be the first one to say that I don't think John Kerry would have been. I don't like Joe Biden, but again, as I said at the top of the show, a stump would be better than Donald Trump.
Any president we've ever had, or person that I wouldn't have wanted as president, I'd rather have them as president than having him again.
I used to say when W. Bush, you know, the little Bush, Bush 2, when he was I used to say this. I would say, I was living in Chicago at the time. I said, this motherfucker is going to go down as the worst, the dumbest president in history. I say that all the time to people. I said, he is going to go down as the worst fucking president in history. Oh, little did I know, and 12 years later, we would have a piece of human dog shit in the fucking White House.
Sad but true.
It's, oh God, I hope people get out and vote against this guy. I mean,
God willing.
Or mailing your votes or something. I mean, we just need some class and some decorum and some common sense back in the fucking White House. That's all we need. We don't need a guy that's only worried about his bank account. That's all he's worried about. All these policies that he's passing, it's only because either himself or his buddies, you know, they don't care if I own a gun or not. They're not worried about my right. They're worried about the money they make from that gun, because they make money off of Lockheed Martin or whatever one of these companies are, the NRA. You know, it's that's what they're worried. They've convinced the base that they're worried. And I'm not saying Democrats are much better. You know, they have their own agendas too. But they've convinced their base that they actually do give a shit about that, and they don't. They're only worried about the money, the revenue they're getting from it. You know, it's just like the whole thing with the whole vape thing that went down before COVID. That was the big sort of news, and vapes killing people and this and that. And it was only a deal because the vape industry was cutting into the industry. And you know how many both sides. You know how many senators and stuff have their hands in tobacco? It's the same reason people have been fighting marijuana for so long.
Yep.
A bunch of them, these senators, were smart 20, 30 years ago and started buying into these marijuana fields down in South America and stuff like that. They were smart about it because they knew eventually they wouldn't be able to keep it illegal forever. You know, and I mean, technically it's still federally illegal, but I mean, at the most states now are working to legalize it, and it's that's all they care about. That's all. It's only about making money.
Yep. So that's all they care about. It's about the moolah.
Mm-hmm. So.
All right. So let's get back to some other news. Now, you don't watch the show. You don't watch The Flash, right?
No, I do not.
Yeah. As DC goes, I think The Flash is my favorite character in all of DC. And when I heard the show was coming out, I was like, that's awesome. Well, next season, the 7th season, they may reference Aquaman.
I heard. Oh, okay.
You heard that?
Yeah, it might have been from the notes that you send me before the show, though. Now that
okay.
But I might have read it too. I mean, like every day blends together right now. So
no, you're right. Now, with all that's going on, DC is such a mess. The DC network, I'm hearing, could be in trouble now because of I guess HBO Max, I think, is going to have a lot of the DC stuff on there. So the people are wondering out loud now what's going to happen to the DC network, and I'm like, they just came out with this network. Are they going to like just absolve it? And like, DC's a mess.
Yeah,
it's like man, it's not directly them. It's the higher company. They have no idea what's going on, and you know, one thing that could be a savior is a TV show because the WB seems to know. Well, I'm sorry, WB. Jesus. Dating myself, the CW, they know what to do with superhero shows. They're doing a really good job with DC shows. So maybe an Aquaman show. We'll have to wait and see. But interesting news. Possibly Aquaman being mentioned. Whether he shows up is a different story. Now I know you're gonna want this news, Tom, and if you read my notes,
yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Swamp Thing Season 2. CW President Mike Pedowitz isn't ruling out the possibility of having a Season 2 of the Swamp Thing. CW, which people know, has recently required the broadcast rights to the show and plans to re-air the first season on the network. At first, I was hearing over the summer. A few days earlier, they were saying by June, July, they were going to start airing it. And then the latest article I read said that they were going to start it in the fall. Either way, I'm going to watch it again because Tom got me to watch the show, and it's such a good show. And I'm so looking forward.
I hope that they keep that dark feel to it, that that sort of grainy, gritty feel to it. That it
can replace Arrow.
Yeah,
Arrow had that gritty darkness to it, which Batwoman was supposed to have, but it's just not working out for me anyway. This show could replace that, which to me that it balances out all the Flash, which is goofy, fun, Supergirl, which is kind of like a girly show, but it has some cool set elements to it, and they have a balance on the CW, and this show could actually add some darkness and they need.
Yeah,
and I'll be so happy if that happens.
I would be psyched. I love that show when it came out, and
we should review that when they air them. We should watch them and then do like a 5-minute, 10-minute review of it, just like discuss it real quick.
I'd be down for that.
Not a full show about it, but just like do a quick little. Hey,
I'd
watch this show. Get them to do a season 2. Right in, start our own petition or something.
I hope, because I mean, God, how it seemed like on every episode for 6 weeks we were talking about the changing news of the Swamp Thing. It's like getting canceled after the second episode and the reasons why, and then maybe it's not canceled, then taxes, and I mean, God, that first season, it was like every problem that they could have had, they had in that, and so I would be so down with it.
You think about that, the whole Disney, the whole DC network, like it started right away. The problem started right away with this show. It was supposed to be 13 episodes. They cut it down to 10, but it was because of money or something being involved, or they didn't have enough storylines. Something was going on.
Yeah,
it was like
is down in Georgia versus North Carolina.
Right.
It was all
It was just like, what are you doing? Does anyone know what's going on? Like, I had no faith in anyone who subscribed to the network. I would be like, give me my money back.
Yeah,
this is ridiculous, totally ridiculous. But CW, hopefully they can save it, resurrect it, and bring it back, and we'll have a bunch of seasons of the show. Knock on wood, God willing.
Yes,
please make it happen. All right. If you've all been like me, Tom just started watching this show recently. I've been waiting patiently for the Supernatural final episodes, waiting for them to come back. Well, apparently they're not coming back anytime soon. The CW has just announced they're planning on airing the final episodes, but not until later this year, probably in the fall. Yeah, thank you, COVID-19. Thank you so much for that. I've been waiting like all spring. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Nothing's on, blah, 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 whatever. All I'm doing is watching TV. But I'll have Supernatural, the final episodes, at least to watch. Nope. But waiting every Thursday night or whatever day it's been on, trying to see the new episode. Nope. Every week. And it's not I just give up. I'm like, maybe they're not going to air the episode. Maybe they don't care enough. But apparently they've stopped it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, for me, it's not a big. I think I'm in season 5 right now, or something like that. Or season 6. I kind of been trying to catch up on other shows right now too. That's the nice thing with it being on Netflix. I can always just go back to it,
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I had thought the whole season had already aired because I'm so far behind. What I mean? Like I don't even follow the news on it. That like when I saw that, I was shocked. I was like, oh, I thought it was done at this point.
There's 7 episodes left, I think.
Well,
I like it,
it's a good show.
It is a really good show.
It's it surprised me. Like, you guys had talked about it for the better part of a year, telling me to,
Since that show started, really, right?
Yeah, so about 50 episodes you guys have
you beat Tom up. He surrendered.
And then part of the reason I think I started when the whole COVID stuff, started coming down. I was just like, you know what? I got time. We were looking for something new to watch, and we liked it, and especially, watching it. It's like it's been on for 15 years,
long time.
Yeah, so I'm watching, and we're going back to 2004 or 5. You know what I mean? Is season 1, so it was kind of cool watching it. It's like, the cameras weren't as good in 2004 and 5, the HD, and but also to see how the show has evolved. It went.
That's the most amazing thing to me about this show. And great shows do this anyway, but this is like a supernatural TV show. Those shows don't grow usually that often. Yeah. The great ones do, obviously, because that's why they're great shows. But I think Tom can agree that like you get a show like this, you don't expect them, like the characters, the storylines, everything over the years just keeps growing and changing. It's like, holy Jesus. Like it's amazing to me. It still amazes me to this day.
Yeah, it's like season 1, almost all of it, and most of season 2, but it's essentially a monster of the week, with a loose thread sort of tying it with the father, stuff like that. That's kind of just almost in the background, that the whole everything tying it together. It's more just about the monster of the week. season 2, they start introducing the story a little more elements. By season 3, now it's completely evolved, and now they still have their monsters of the week and everything. But that's, you know what I mean. The show's focus has gone to, you know what I mean, the storyline with Dean, maybe Dean being a good, being essentially like on the side of the angels, and Sam has the darkness inside him and all that. You know what I mean? It's it's really cool. The one thing I will say is, and I think at this point now they almost do it tongue in cheek and stuff, is it's got at points the camera work is in it. Like I said, the first 2 seasons, it's very, very prevalent, and they still do it with Sam's character. But like I said, now I think it's more tongue in cheek. It has a very soap opera-y feel.
Yes.
They something big happens, and then they pan in
Yeah.
to catch his reaction. And
Yeah.
he's a good enough actor. He's never winning an Oscar.
Yeah,
Sam,
right.
either of these guys,
Right.
especially Sam. Dean's a little bit better of an actor than Sam. But yeah, they pan in real close, like a soap opera would, because they're both very good-looking dudes. Yes, I can say that. I am not afraid that you would think I'm gay. They're good-looking guys, and they pan in on Sam, especially Sam, and it's like his he goes through like 8 emotions in 2 seconds. His face is just constantly moving as it's panning on. It's like the eyebrows are up, then down, lips are out, and it's just like he runs the gamut of emotion. Like happy to sad to, oh my God, I got shit, to like,
dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. It's kind of funny. And like now it's, in some episodes you can see that they almost make fun of it. Now it's
well,
like,
he's got a new show coming out, right?
Which
Jared
one?
Padalecki?
Oh, Dean. So,
No, the other guy.
Sam?
Sam, yes.
I thought Sam was...
Sam is doing Texas Ranger, Walker Texas Ranger.
Really?
Yes, it's supposed to be coming out next fall, but it's probably going to get pushed back because of the COVID. Yeah, he's doing Walker Texas Ranger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because that was the one thing I was wondering. I said, I was always, I still, whenever I watch, I was like, what are these guys going to do after this? Now, Dean, right? Is Dean or Sam Padalecki? I thought Dean was
Padalecki is Sam.
Oh, okay. So I always thought Dean personally would have more of a career than Sam. Sam, I like Sam better, Sam's character better, but I feel like Dean.
Dean's like just a brooding, tough guy. Your typical brooding, tough guy. That's basically what his character is, which has evolved also. Like, I won't give it away, but dude, oh my God, all the things I'm thinking that happens to these guys from the 6th season on, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. He hasn't even hit the tip of the iceberg yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's another thing, too. The show being 15 years old, like how Dean is in the. I mean, I'm sure he still is towards the end, but some of the stuff that they do and say, it's like, ooh, that's in 2020, that's masculinity. That's you know what I mean. That's a no. You know what I mean. Like he's just a horn dog, Dean. And it just like, and some of the stuff he says, it's just like, not only that, there was one thing one episode they have to, they fake their way into a mental institution so they can help a friend in a mental institution. And then, they're snooping around and a lady catches them. So Dean's got to pretend to do something. He pulls down his pants and does this like he has some sort of mental handicap or mental retardation.
Yes.
Pudding! Dude, that would not fly now.
I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, that would not fly now. Yeah. At the time, I'm sure nobody even blinked when they did it. It was probably just thought to be very, very funny. Yeah. But now, 15 years later, we'd be like, ooh, oh man, You know,
Yeah. I remember that episode actually.
there's a lot of stuff that would be questionable in now. I mean, nothing too bad, nothing
Yeah,
where
no,
you know,
nothing
you're
grotesque or
gonna
anything.
die. It just, we're in a different time now. So, but I like the show. Yes,
Yeah, it's a good show.
good show.
All right, last bit of my news is that all the Arrowverse shows have been put on delay until 2021. And I don't know if people have heard, but Supergirl, Melissa Benoit, however you say her name, I guess she's pregnant also. We
Oh
were
wow.
discussing about the wrestler who was pregnant off air. She's also pregnant, so it works out for her. It'd be tough to write a pregnancy into Supergirl. Was that
What'd you say? The wrestler?
the wrestler we talked about that was pregnant? Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, she's pregnant, so she's having a baby. So for her, probably works out really well that's being delayed. But again, now you got to wait till next year for all the shows.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to show The Blacklist, do you?
Oh yes, I do. I haven't watched this week's yet. I'm gonna watch this after the episode after our show.
It was shot. I won't give it away, but it was shot in I'll just say unique way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching it. By the way, it's the final episode of the season, just so you know.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. You'll see why.
Yeah.
When you watch it, but they shot it in a unique way, and I'm like, why are they shooting it this way? And then I realized why at the end. But I'm going to say because I don't want to give anything away at all. But there's going to be a season 8. But I was shocked that it was the last episode. But again, after you watch it, you'll understand why. Blah blah blah. But yeah, watch it and let me know. Shoot me a text after you watch it. Let me know what you think.
Definitely.
Because the whole show I was kind of like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? And then it's like, oh, like okay, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
another good show though. Another good show.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really liking that just came back is Blind Spot.
Yes,
But
last season. I'm gonna miss this show.
yeah, these first 2 episodes of this season. Oh my god, so good, so good. I mean, it's
Who do they trust?
it's oh man, I'm really liking this season. Sad it's going to be the last one, but I mean, also I don't know how much more you could have really gotten out of it without it sort of jumping the shark. You know,
It's one of those shows that it's like you want to end on a high note.
Yeah.
You don't want to just drag it along.
Yeah.
Just end it when that's all you can do. And they've gotten to that point.
Yeah, and if you do, like you said, that's a great point. Ending it on a high note, it's like if there ever is a story they want to explore later, now they haven't. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's not a lot of bad will towards the show. It's not like people are sick. You know what I mean? So it's. I agree. It's good. It's better to go out on the high note than go too long and then you know what I mean.
I think it'd be great as like a it's one of those shows that I think that lends to it like a 2-hour movie, like TV movie or something.
Yeah.
I definitely would love that. If we could, like 2 or 3 years, do a movie.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah,
it's one of those shows. I remember when it first came out, and I remember you kept seeing the preview of it.
Coming out of the briefcase, coming out of the bag.
And I'm like, I don't know. And then I watched it, after I think maybe 2 or 3 episodes had come out, that way I could watch a couple in a row. And I was like, I really like it. I'm into it. I dig it.
And it's funny because I remember the lead character, what's his face? He was on a British military show.
He's British.
Yeah.
Kurt Weller there.
He was on something Strike, which they played British intelligence, and it was an awesome show. It was on for 3 years with him and his partner, and he actually played an American on the British show. Ironically,
really,
yes, and he played an American Special Forces soldier who has been disavowed because he's basically a dink, and he's getting drunk in some tropical island, and this British soldier goes looking for him because he needs his help him with his government, and kind of recruits him, and then they just go kicking ass all over the world and saving the mother country essentially. But Strike Back, maybe Strike Back. That might be it. Strike Back.
Okay.
If you get just to watch that, check it out. It's a really good show. If you like military action, it's a very, very good show. They were on the first 3 seasons, but I knew him from that. So when I saw he was doing this show, I was like, "Ooh, I'll check that out just because he's on it." And then seeing the preview of what's her face coming out of the bag in Times Square, I'm like, "Yep, I'm sold." Yeah, I'm almost sure it's called Strike Back.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Check it out. So one thing I did want to mention that I had sent to you earlier today, it's that Fred Willard passed away.
Yes.
He's one of my favorites. He really was. I mean, he's in all the Christopher Guest mockumentaries. He's in This Is Spinal Tap. Just a great, great comedic actor, and passed away at the age of 86. Sad. He's one of my all-time favorites, man. Very funny guy. Very funny guy.
Yeah, Fred Willard, great actor.
Very funny guy. So I'm actually looking up. Okay, Sullivan Stapleton is his name. Strike Back. Yep, you are right. It is called Strike Back.
Okay.
Oh, he was in Animal Kingdom. I love that show, Animal Kingdom.
Oh, was that Animal Kingdom?
That's what it says. I don't remember. He must have been just a couple episode or a couple episodes or something. Oh no, it's Animal Kingdom, a movie, I guess.
Oh, I guess it was on Cinemax.
Yeah, I thought so. Once you said Strike Back, I was thinking it was on Cinemax because it sounded familiar.
I actually have it right here. I'm gonna screen share it.
Yeah, so different Animal Kingdom as well. It's a movie that won the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance.
Hi, can you see this?
Oh yeah, yep.
This is them right here. He's the British soldier, and that's him right there.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but great show.
I'll check it out.
And I think there's a new season with new people. I think that might be this right here. But yeah, it's a very, very good show.
Nice.
So it was a good show today.
Yeah.
Derek never got in.
No, he's still not. Hasn't popped in, so it's all right.
Yeah, it worked out.
No.
I don't think Derek would have had a lot to say today.
No.
I think he would have been quiet, though. He does watch some of the stuff. So, because I think he watches most of the Arrowverse stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he watches most of the CW stuff. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think he does.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't watch. I thought I would have pegged you as a CW fan.
No, honestly, I'm getting into it now more. I just I always had the impression that like for some reason I always thought of like the CW as like a tertiary, not even a secondary, but a tertiary sort of network. You know, like WB. You know what I mean? And
I used to be the same way.
You know, and then but I would watch iZombie, and I liked iZombie, and then then I started watching Arrow on Netflix, so I'm starting to appreciate it now because now I'm realizing that I was wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe at one point it was, but now
the quality's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, they have some really, really strong shows now.
And I think you're like me. You're not a big DC fan, right?
Not huge. I mean, I can watch certain characters and things there, but not huge.
That's where we're a lot alike. Because at first I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch, but I was like, it's a superhero show. I should probably check it out. And I love the Flash and Arrow. Even Arrow is kind of like, but I love what they did with Arrow. My buddy Rich, he couldn't get into it. I'm like, really? Arrow's great.
I
It's
like
so-
Arrow, but it's like I haven't watched it in a while now. Honestly, like I got into it for a little bit. I'm probably still on season 4 or 5. I don't know where I am anymore because it's been a while.
yeah.
I mean, it's all right, but I don't know. It doesn't draw me in for some reason. And I do like the Arrow. I do like Green Arrow character. I mean, but I don't know. Maybe just because it was, I got into it so late. That could be why.
All right. Do you have anything more to say to add to our awesome episode today?
No, I think I'm good, man. I mean, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody, make sure you like and subscribe. Click the little bell above the screen so you stay informed about all that cool content we have coming out. And make sure you comment on this video. Let us know what you think. So next week, whose turn is it to pick a topic next week? Is that yours or Derek?
Oh, it's probably mine.
Well, all right, so we'll stay up on our social media. We'll have a topic for you guys for next week. I just did one winging it because I totally forgot it was my week this week, so I just kind of wung it. It worked out pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
So for Tom and myself, thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Comment on this video. For Tom and myself, have a geeky great day. Wash your hands.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening.